Greetings one and all. Happy Thursday. It is February 20th, 2025. I'd like for you to take a moment and write that date down if you have not already, because this date is significant. As all the dates, when we think about the number 2 in itself, and I'm going to speak about that in just a moment, as I too will be writing down the date. So now that you've written down the date, let me take a moment to introduce myself. For those of you who are new to me, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Clone. I am the founder of Holistic Fitness NY. I serve, teach, and help women in midlife to release emotional weight so that they have the confidence to be seen, heard, and share their soul's calling, their soul's purpose. If that's you, stick around. And if it's not you, stick around. In any case, I'm also your holistic certified personal trainer, holistic integrated teacher, Reiki master, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, and card reader. And of course, there's more to me, but we're going to leave it there because I want to dive into our conversation. And I limit myself the time to do this to keep myself in a what we call time management. So I'm super excited to see you here. And when you are hopping in with me, please say hi so I know that who you are, as opposed to just me seeing a little number on the top letting me know that you are here. Good morning, Miss Angie, or as I like to refer to, greetings, greetings, greetings. And before I dive into the 2025 energy, I want to just give you some food for thought for today. When we think about the word good morning, perhaps it's time we change that expression to greetings, grand rising, top of the morning to you. And reason being is because when you think about that expression, good morning, why are we in that state of mourning something? So again, I'm all about language. I'm all about every word has power. It's really important to start paying attention to how we use our words, what we're saying, and why we're saying them. Because there's a lot of words that, as we're in this process of creating a new relationship, which is associated with the number 2, creating a new relationship with other people, ourselves, our physical body, food, we also need to create different relationships with words. Because every word does have power, and depending on how you're utilizing that word can create a lower vibration. And I know for years we've always said, well, I don't even know for years, because, I mean, if you think back to the old movies, many, when they greeted someone, they would greet by saying grand rising or greetings. And very rarely, I don't know who came up with the term good morning. So perhaps today could be your day where you decide that you're no longer going to use that term and work with something else that really flows better for you. Perhaps greetings, grand rising, or top of the morning, top of the day to you, top of the hour, whatever it is that feels good to you. In addition to another word that we may want to let go of, and is truly overused. Oh my goodness gracious, it's so overused, and that word is sorry. S-O-R-R-Y. Sorry, not sorry. When we think about that word, right off the back, specifically for women, some for men, we're so in the space of never feeling like we're enough, feel like we can't do anything right. So the first thing that comes out of our mouth when we show up to a place and let's say, quote unquote, we're running late, we first say, I'm sorry for being late. Why? Why are you sorry for being late? And do you understand and know that the meaning behind sorry means that you're about to change a behavior the moment you say you're going to say that you say sorry about it? So the next time you find yourself saying sorry about whatever it is you're doing, ask yourself, are you really willing to change the behavior of the very thing you're saying sorry about? So rather than saying sorry, you don't have to say sorry. You could just say nothing at all. You don't have to say anything at all. So the next time you're thinking about using that word in a sentence, don't. And see how that also changes how you show up as being more confident, being more empowered, being more inspiring, because you're not using the word sorry. What you may want to say is forgive me or thank you for your patience, thank you for being flexible. This right here is more about recognizing the other person as opposed to making a statement of something that you really have no intentions of changing at all. Especially when we think of the concept of death. When someone loses a family member, a baby, whatever, it's a very common thing that we do is we say, I'm so sorry for your loss. Let's eliminate that word altogether. Let's create different relationships with words. There's this amazing book out, and I've mentioned it a lot, so if you follow me regularly, I can't speak this morning, you've heard me mention this book, and the book is called Every Word Has Power. I don't quite remember the author's name, but you can Google it. I believe there's only one book titled that. It's an amazing book. It's not necessarily a book that you're going to read from cover to cover. You're going to open it up. There are several chapters that they give you lists of words and then new words to use instead of the other words. Because there is such a thing as called high vibration words and low vibration words. And again, because we're always talking about wanting to raise our vibration, our words need to really start matching raising our vibration. Otherwise, when you're using low vibration words, it's going to lower your vibration. So just to think about it, and I thought it's a really good way to get into the conversation of this choo-choo energy that we're in. Today's date, and moving forward, leading right to the end of the month, we're going to be experiencing 4 twos in the dates. And as I asked you to write the date down, because I really want you to look at the date, I want you to look at those numbers, how to start right off the back, we have a choo-choo, which is a 22. Now, if you know anything about numerology, you know that the number 22 is a master number, known as the master builder. So on this particular day, you are possibly consciously thinking about building something, or maybe even unconsciously. Now, with that, the subconscious may have you trying to play it safe and keep you small. So it's so important to get ahead of that and really write down on paper what it is you want to build today. So maybe you're in a process of connecting or looking to connect with new clients. So if that's your jam for today, then sit down and write what that's going to look like for you. How many clients are you looking to connect with today? What is your reason for connecting with those new clients? And what is your projected outlook with that new client? How long are you looking to work with that new client? Are you looking to work with that new client for a day, a week, a month, or weeks at a time, or even a year for that matter? So you want to project it out because you want to visualize it into your reality. So everything really does start with the thought process, and then the writing process, the visualization, and then why is working with this client so important to you? What are you looking to get out of this, and what are you looking to do for that client? How are you going to solve that client's problem? And you want to make a note that you may even want to send an email out to that client, letting them know that, look, I'm super excited to have this conversation with you, and this is what my intentions are for you, and list out how you're going to help them, how you're going to solve their problem. The minute you present that to them, right away they're going to feel all soft and fuzzy and comfortable with you, because they realize, like, oh my God, this person knows me, and this person gets me, and this person is actually going to help me with something. You're not just looking at that client for ching-ching money. You're looking at that client as, how can I serve this person? How is this person going to be different by the time they finish with me? Are they going to be different by the time their agreement with me is over? Because let's understand that every person that comes into your circle, you have an agreement with. And now, if for whatever the reasons are, that conversation you initially have with that person to see if they're going to become your actual client does not get fulfilled, remember there's an agreement there. There's something that got stuck to why that agreement was not filled. And it's really important, again, to go and look at your material, to what your projection is, to what your intention is with this client, and doing this for every client, not just one client. So again, if your intention today is building this foundation, this enterprise is what I just heard, and you're going to be speaking to 2, 3, 4, 5 potential clients today or within the week, you want to write out something for each one of them in reference to having this internal dialogue to what you're going to do for them. So again, it's the agreement. And when you are writing this out, you're writing it out as though it's already happened. You're not writing it out as, oh, I'm very excited when this happens. No. You're going to write it out as though it's already happened. You're gonna write it out as what you see the end result being for that client. And the universe is going to see it just as, and then there's going to be a magical click and link that comes together with the two of you based on each person you write this for. So that's that 22 energies, being the master builder. This is a great day if you want to know anything about numbers. This is really a great day to have these meetings on this Thursday. Now, before I go ahead and move into the other numbers, I also want to remind you that today is Thursday. Thursdays are ruled by Jupiter's energy. Now, this is extremely important to pay attention to because every day of the week is represented by a specific planet. And if you understand the vibration and energy of each planet, you can then create a format that's going to benefit you in regards to connections. So, for example, because Mondays are ruled by the moon's energy, Monday is not really a great day to do business calls because Monday is associated with our feelings, and we just came over the weekend, so we may not be in that high vibration energy to make any sort of commitments with anything because of the moon's energy and where that moon is at that time and what that person's moon sign is. So Monday would not be a day, it would not be a day that I am making scheduling meetings with new clients, potential clients for that matter. Monday is really a day to sit and reflect on the previous week, on what you've done with your current clients, and again, setting those intentions, sitting in meditation, visualizing those new clients you want to come in. Tuesday, which is ruled by Mars, Mars is an action day. Mars is the day you want to schedule an appointment with a potential client. Mars is the day. Action day, action day, action day. Take advantage of it. And I believe that it doesn't really matter what zodiac sign each of these planets are in collectively, as much as setting the intention that what the intention is for that particular planet. Also, something that I do that you may also want to incorporate is finding out what the potential client's 3 big signs are: their sun, moon, and rising sign. Specifically their rising and their moon sign, because when you have that information, you can, from that point, really create a soundproof process for you and that client based on their energies. So if you want to learn more about that and how to go about doing that, please feel free to reach out to me. If I get enough of you who are looking to do it, I'll put together a Zoom meeting for it where we can come together and have a conversation, and I can answer all the questions at the same time. So anyway, we already talked about Tuesday. So Wednesday is the Mercury day. Mercury is another great day to schedule appointments, to have those calls, to create a brainstorming session. So maybe you have your clients already. Wednesday might be the day that you might want to sit with your client. Plan maybe an extra 5 or 7 minutes in your client session to go over where their progress is, what's been going on, how do they feel about what they're doing. Is there something you need to shift a little bit? On Wednesday is a day for that. It's brainstorming, it's reflecting, it's communication. It's definitely a great day to schedule those appointments. Just as I said, Thursdays are ruled by Jupiter's energy. Thursdays are about expansion. Thursdays are about good fortune, and it is a great time to have these conversations. And then we have Friday. Fridays are ruled by Venus Day. So now Friday, let's talk Thursdays and Fridays. Thursdays and Fridays, because Thursdays are Jupiter's Day, Fridays is Venus Day. Not only are these 2 days really great days to connect with new clients, it's actually great days for financial commitments. Because if we think about it, the average person gets paid either on Thursdays or Fridays. And averagely, based on the psychological process of things, a person is more willing to commit to something the day they get paid as opposed to a day where they don't get paid. So keep that in your mind. So again, that is a great day that, let's say if you have your call with the potential client on Tuesday or Wednesday, you may want to make sure they're committing to that agreement with you by Thursday or Friday, so you're receiving that payment. You may get that payment the same day after you have your initial meeting, so it depends on how you work your work. So again, this is all based on being the master builder. And then, of course, you have Saturday, which is ruled by Saturn's energy. Saturn is about restructuring. So again, it may not be the best day to do any type of networking or connecting with potential clients because of the restructuring. It's again going back and reviewing your client's health. Saturday is about reviewing because it's about restructuring. It's about the word I just heard is refinancing. Refinancing your foundation. Look at the clients you're working with. Is it being productive? Are you seeing results with them? You might be looking at that point in time on that Saturday, you might be looking and saying, okay, do I have a little room to bring in a new client or something short term where maybe you're working with clients on a long-term process. Maybe on Saturdays, maybe the day you're sitting there say, okay, what can I do based on like a flash sale and work with clients just on a one-day process. So that's your Saturday energy, restructuring, reviewing your foundation. Sundays are ruled by the sun's energy. So in theory, when we think about the sun's energy is about being seen. So on some days you may want, besides being a rest day, so to speak, between Saturday and Sundays, those could be your days where you're working on your promo graphics, where you're getting your graphics together so you can start putting them out. You're getting your marketing together. You're connecting with people that's going to help you market what it is you're doing so you can get it all prepared to go. And that's how you build the foundation you're looking to build, and you're not scattered or distracted or trying to figure out how things are going. And like I said, at least for now, I'm not so concerned about where each of our zodiac sign, where each planet is based on the zodiac sign for the collective energy. I'm just really talking about the days of the week and how they are represented by each planet. Now, you could take this one step further, which would probably require a session with me, is looking at your chart and seeing how the energy collectively and personally really works for you. And perhaps, like for example, today being that all this true energy, and when we add all this true energy up, it works out to be a 4. So a 4, when we talk about it, is about the foundation. It's about bringing more balance into your foundation, into your home, into your workplace, into your physical body. Now, it's a 4-day. In theory, the number 4 has a reputation of that you're going to work hard for whatever it is you're looking to do today. Now, you're probably saying, well, didn't you just say it's Thursday, it's Jupiter Day, this is a great day to do something? Yes, I did. However, I also just said that if you take this one step further, more personally, taking your personal natal chart and the collective energy and bringing that into play to narrow down your really, really good days in regards to when is your great day to be the master builder. When is your great day to really make connections? Not every day of the week. So if you think about it, most of the times we have 4 Mondays, 4 Tuesdays, etc., etc. Sometimes we have 5 of whatever. doesn't mean that every one of those are going to be good days for you to do these things. You may get some, what I'm going to use the word is some unpredictability, surprises showing up that, let's say on a Monday, you may find that the date is so perfect for you to throw out a flash sale. So nothing's actually in stone and cannot be changed. It's becoming more aware of how to utilize your calendar and how to play with the collective energy and your personal energy. Now, in theory, when we talk about today's energy on a whole, collectively speaking, this is a challenging day. You know, besides the date, overall adding up to a 4, which is about bringing more balance into everything you're looking to do. The number 4 is really about working hard or diligently to get what you want. Now, those of you who have 4 in your birthday, like myself, you know that 4 energy, you're going to be very successful because you are disciplined, you are determined, you are committed, and at the end of the day, you do get what you want, even though you're working hard to get it. So I want to throw in a little bit of information, insight regarding the energy that we do have going on today based on where the planets are and why this day may seem to be a little bit more challenging based on the energy we do have. So it is the 20th. As I said, we do have a portal because, again, when you wrote down the number 220, 2025, we have that double 20 going on. So that's a portal. And a portal means that there's an easier access to gaining insight with spirit. It's also an easier access, and this may be sad for some, that our loved ones have an easier way of crossing over. So if you do have a loved one that has been struggling and suffering with illness or a disease, and you find out that a loved one has crossed over, we're in that portal for that to happen. So we often hear that more people cross over during portal season, which is this energy we're in right now. So when we think about the 20th, like for example, we have 2 squares in today's energy. We have a square going on between the moon. Now the moon starts off in Scorpio, and Scorpio is about transformation. Scorpio is about going into the darkness. Scorpio is about other people's money. Now, we will have a void course. Actually, we had a void course at 5:06 a.m. So the moon has already moved into Sagittarius. So the moon's in Sagittarius already. So where we have this square is with Sagittarius. The moon in Sagittarius is squaring our Pisces energy. So therefore, when we talk about a square, means there may be some chaos that goes on, because that's what squares are about. So your job is to know where you have Sagittarius and Pisces on your chart, because those are the placements where things may be getting lit up today. Sagittarius is fire, Pisces is water. Both Sagittarius and Pisces, interesting enough, are ruled by Jupiter's energy. And today being Thursday is Jupiter's energy. So that expansion where you may have the chaos showing up is your subconscious mind trying to keep you small. You may have that chaos coming in because you want to stretch and push through to be the master builder, building something. And your subconscious mind is keeping you in your old mindset. And that's where the chaos comes in. You have to be strong enough to push through that and not let that defeat you. In addition to that square, we also have, we also have a square with Mercury. Mercury's in Pisces right now. And squaring off with Jupiter. Yes, squaring off with Jupiter. So, and Jupiter's in Gemini. And now why is that a square? Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. Mercury's in Pisces right now, and Jupiter, as I said before, is the ruler of Pisces. There's a square there again because Mercury is about the experience. How are you consciously experiencing this expansion? And that's the key word, is the experience. And there may be that chaos that's going on again because of this energy. So today you may find that you are having some challenges with different people. So even though, yes, today is a Jupiter day, the overall energy is 4, you might have planned to have a call with a potential client. Today may not be the best day for that. Today may not be the best day for that. So if now, as they say in Feng Shui, there's a cure. There's always a way around something. If you have scheduled a potential call for today because you weren't aware of the planetary transits, here's what I have for you, and I'm going to probably leave you with this. I have one more thing to talk about regarding the numbers. The cure, if you have scheduled a potential new client for today, is, if you can, work with some crystals. If you have crystals, work with some crystals. Sit with rose quartz. I would use citrine. Citrine is a money crystal. And again, journal. Before you have that call, journal your outcome of what you like for that call to take place. The worst case scenario that will happen with that call is that you'll end up doing a follow-up with that call. A follow-up. Again, my suggestion going forward, utilizing some tools, you may have to do a little research upon doing this, is get to know your client on a soul level. Start asking your client more personal questions, potential client, more personal questions such as, hey, when is your birthday? You don't want to know the year that they're born, you just want to know the month and day they're born. Because in this way here, at least you'll know what their one big sign is, which is their sun energy. Now, if you feel confident enough, you could take it one step further and say, by any chance, do you follow astrology? If they say yes, excellent, you know your 3 big signs. If they say no, perhaps you can have a little conversation about that, asking them, well, would you want to learn a little bit about who you are from the soul level? Now, again, depending on what kind of work you do, that may seem to be like an awkward conversation, because if you are not necessarily in the healing realm and you are doing work that's more of the intellect, you may have to figure that out. However, again, it's really important to start paying attention to the daily transits and how it does impact your personal energy. So this way here, you can be more successful at what it is you're looking to accomplish when it comes to potential clients. There's so much more to connecting with a potential client to make that your client and understanding the format of it all when you understand your natal chart. Leaving you with one last thing, and that's the number 222, which is remember to have faith. Trust the process. Trust the process. The key component is when you're meeting with a potential new client is let them know how you're going to solve their problem. Let them know how you're going to help them. They don't really care about all the little things you do behind the scenes. They don't care about that. They just want to know that you're going to solve their pain for them. That you're going to take some of the weight off for them and you're going to do it for them. And that's what you do. So how you help somebody, and then what are you doing in reference to helping them is what you really want to be able to dictate with your potential client. And then of course we have the 4-2 in the number. So we have 22 that shows up. So that's just a constant reminder that this really is a day about being the master builder. And then you have 2 zeros, which reminds you that there's choices and potential. So that's the energy for the day. Focusing on your number 2, which I'm going to ask that you take a look at your second house placement. Your second house placement, whatever's going on there, that is going to be lit up for you today as well, because there's lots of 2s in today's energy. So always paying attention to how the numbers play a role in what's going on. And also, amongst all those 2s and the zeros, we have a 5. The 5 is a reminder that change is definitely on its way. There is some unpredictability that may show up in today's date. It is really about being creative. It's about being courageous. And how you're going to express yourself in this energy. The 2s represents our earth energy. The 5 represents your fire energy. And let's not forget the overall energy for the day is 4, which brings us into our water energy. And remember, we do have a lot of energy sitting in water. We currently have 4 planets in 4 planets in water. No, 5 planets. We have the Sun, Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, and Mars in water. Water represents our career based on feng shui. So, make it a good one for today. Do what you can to be the master builder. And again, like I mentioned, if you'd like to know more about how to charge your calendar to activate what it is you're looking to accomplish as an entrepreneur, please reach out to me. I do offer workshops in regards to activating your calendar so you can be more successful and creating the appointments on a specifically right days for you so you can be successful right at the front gate, as opposed to having to come back and revisit something. So if you found this valuable, please go ahead and share this out. If you have questions or comments, please put that in the comments. Please like this. And like I said, if you would like to learn more and you would like to schedule a chat with me to learn more about activating your calendar, let's have a conversation. All right, I will leave you all with that. Have a great day, and thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you, Angie, for being here, and anyone else who's here. If you're watching this on the replay, just put down #replay. And as I always like to say, let's make magic happen on this powerful portal day. The 4 vibration, bringing balance, bringing more peace and calmness into your day. That 4 represents your home, your career, and your physical body. Make it a good one. Have a great one.